Reeder, your host for the Arkansas Traveler. This is as downtown as it gets in Arkansas. 500,000 people, more or less, call Little Rock and the surrounding area their home. A fourth of the population of the state. Some were attracted to the city with the opportunity for employment, but their hearts remain in the small towns where people really do march to a different drummer.
Big city living. Neighbors are nuisances. Fences become fortresses. Stress is a constant. And time is consumed like fast food. It's called progress. But there are still places in Arkansas where the sun languishes on the horizon. The commonplace is sublime, and conversation, like time, is nurtured. Columbus is such a place. Only miles from hope, it seems worlds away. A four-pump town settled in the early 1800s by Johnsons, Stewarts, Witherspoons, Brunsons, and Cheathams. Names that are still a part of the day-in, day-out comings and goings. The day officially begins at 7 a.m. when Thomas Edwin Jackson opens for business. The family business, originally owned by his grandfather and then his uncle.
It was typical of many towns across the South in that it had the cotton plantations, the sharecroppers, the gin, the general store. It had the certain more or less aristocracy or upper class that controlled both the economy and the politics. I don't think Columbus is typical at all anymore.
Mornings are pretty quiet at the store. The U.S. Post Office rules the a.m. at Columbus. Crick, the postmaster, isn't just in charge of the mail. He's in charge of the porch.
One with the cushion in, that's supposed to be Mr. Leo Evans, the mayor. This one's who gets it first.
It's 8:30, just like Fritz says. You can set your watch when you see the mayor come around the bend. He's not really the mayor, just a title of respect. There isn't any mayor in Columbus. As the locals said, we live in a state of anarchy. No police, no law, no government, and we like it.
Good evening.
Hi.
You stepping like it this evening?
No, second line in the morning. I eat and always give out.
A regular bunch of anarchists waiting for the mail. Mr. Hawthorne, the mayor, and Saki.
He's the only man in Columbus that's got a government position with a good retirement, and his wife making a living for him honky-tonking his money. That is, he got 3,400 acres of land out there, pasture free.
3 or 400?
3,400 acres.
Oh, 3,400. Now you're talking to me. Sitting on top of the world with his feet hanging down and don't know it.
I'll have a big time.
Well, this fella here thought he was boss at his house. He called himself commander-in-chief for 40 years till he found out different.
What happened?
What happened? His wife drove up here one day and I asked her how was the commander-in-chief. She said, I'm doing all right, so let's put a stop to it right there.
He was standing right out there, close to her, and he never said a word.
buffalo that puts out that hot air.
Yeah, we all know who it is, too.
When the mail arrives, an unwritten cue is given.
Well, now I better go get them stamps. I'll need some stamps up there.
The pace quickens.
Hey, you snoring up in that chair.
And then it's over.
Here, Kevin. How you doing? Did you bring me a picture? Yeah.
The scene shifts to the store. It's hot and it's nearing noon.
I grew up here in the last stages of the great cotton empire of the South. And, in his early childhood, this was a very busy place. The general store was the center of activity. People would come in on Saturdays and buy all their supplies, mostly on credit to be paid off in the fall.
And said, thank you. Appreciate it.
The store has changed some. Harnesses and sewing cloth have been replaced with fan belts and beauty aids. There are still the staples, the canned goods, and of course, they still offer credit.
I do more than probably is wise. Prudence would dictate that I eliminated credit altogether. However, being somewhat soft of heart, maybe soft of mind, I have a hard time turning these people down when they're pretty desperate for something and we can help them out.
Afternoons at the store are pretty much like mornings at the post office, just a different cast of characters. The Johnson brothers, descendants of one of the original families, drop in. Mr. Jackson's uncle, Charlie Wilson, comes by. He used to own the store, the cotton gin, a farm. He's what they call a real old-timer.
My dad and his mother had 11 children. I'm the youngest one. I'm the only one that's left, that 11. And I had a cousin, Uncle John Stewart, lived right up the street here. Used to live on the Holman farm. And I think they were on kind of a race, see which one could have more children. Uncle John had 14 children, because he had one set of twins. That helped a little bit. And there's only one of those 14 children left, and she's in Chicago and in a nursing home and not doing too well.
There is nothing like the tranquility of the South, a tranquility born of harmony, shared heritage, and hot summer days that, like conversation, fade into sunset.
You know, they gotta tell you about it.